one chat.
Pardon?
Said I've got one chat from myself to myself.
Someone's chatting to you.
Talking to myself. Believe in yourself. There we go. Just put you blowing your nose on Aaron's screen.
You could probably take that bit out.
Probably should have trimmed today.
Yeah.
Nah, it's all real and raw here at Ashburton Eyecare.
Organic.
Organic.
We'll leave this knot at home.
Right. So here we are, Nicole.
Here we are. At Ashburton Eyecare.
Yeah, so we made that podcast about trying to buy Topor nearly 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was like around Christmas time.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
also like the Christmas after.
You hadn't moved there yet.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So before I'd moved.
Yeah. And we were like, it'd be interesting to see what the next year brings.
Yeah.
It was
brought nothing.
It was very interesting.
It brought lots of challenges that year, didn't it?
Yeah. Driving to and from Tokoroa to Topor. You guys moved. You didn't have a job.
Yeah.
It went from we're buying a practice to next year to you not having a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was slightly stressful, eh?
Thank
Because
God.
how long did it take? A good
2 months or so. We exhausted quite a bit of our emergency fund,
yeah.
which we'd also spent a fair chunk of when we went to Wanaka camping.
Yeah.
So that was good.
We didn't plan on not having jobs.
Well, I still had a job.
Yeah.
I just needed to find another one. Which I did, and it was great.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well. I
Yeah.
found a great job.
Yeah.
I loved my job.
Yeah. So luckily you'd worked at Albany doing what? Mega.
Yeah. I started out doing their purchasing, and then I went and I was the customer service manager.
Do we need to lock your chair?
Why? Am I not allowed to swing?
I can pick up your swinging.
Can you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Different type of swinging, ladies and gentlemen.
I reckon you could.
Just on the chair.
How do you lock it?
I don't know.
Oh, just stop, shall I?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Can you do it? Yeah, so you'd worked there, and then you'd been in Australia. So when you came back to Hastings, or
Yeah.
after you'd had any?
After I had Annie,
Yeah.
I went and worked at the Hastings Mitre 10 when we moved home.
Yeah.
I was just on the checkouts there part-time, which was fine. I loved it too.
Yeah. But that just gave you like...
Oh, it just meant that I could get a job at Mitre 10 pretty easily because
Yeah.
I knew all the processes and stuff. And it's a pretty awesome company to work with, actually. I'd go back.
I'd say. Yeah. They'd still love you to do a little bit for them, eh?
Yeah, I probably could have if I'd wrangled it enough, but probably also couldn't have.
Mm-hmm. Nothing like a bit more stress to your life.
Yeah.
Like we came here to like ease it up, and I might as well just chuck something in there.
Yeah, no. It's worked out better not, I think. I think I'll be busy enough as it is.
Yeah.
It's been pretty busy so far.
Absolutely. So, and I went and worked for the Green Machine, Specsavers, which was very handy. Yeah.
It was really good. They were amazing.
They were incredible.
Yeah.
They looked after me really, really well. Being Taupo and an hour away from Rotorua where the specialists are, if somebody shows up in your chair, you've kind of got to deal with them. And that's not always easy within a Specsavers model, but yeah, we had the capacity to do that, and it was fun. And
They were good people to work with too, eh?
yeah,
They're a
absolutely.
good team.
Well, that's right.
Which makes a big difference, I reckon.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were like, oh, we keep getting these referrals for concussion. And I was like, yeah, I can do that. And let's make it work. And we did. And
Yeah.
we keep getting referrals for contact lens fitting. And I was like, well, I can do it. It just might take a little bit more time. And we did it, which was awesome. And we were able to help heaps of people.
You were real busy, eh? It was good.
Yeah, real busy. And I got to go on their pathway program. So I didn't do the final assessment, so I still couldn't go out and buy Specsavers, but
Didn't need to.
didn't need to.
I
Yeah.
didn't need to.
But yeah, that really illuminated that if that had been the path I went down, then we would have to move, eh?
Yeah. We kind of figured that pretty much 2 buy into a practice, we would have to get out of Taupo. But then we had also decided that we had to change our living situation anyway, because it was such chaos with all the driving. Because we were driving to and from school and work every day, which was like an hour each way, and then on the weekends we were either taking Annie to Rotorua Airport,
or halfway at Hastings, or all the way at Hastings.
Yeah, or in the other direction, going to pick up Billy from Hamilton. So regardless, we were driving all over the North Island all the time. Like, it was just a stupid situation.
Yeah. And then so that was April when started that, and we had that realisation we had to sit down. Well, we knew we needed to do something.
We had decided we had to do something because it was what we were doing wasn't working. One, financially. Two, time-wise, it was stupid. So it was, we had to do something, and that was it was either going to be move for Specsavers or buy into an existing.
And already before I got on that pathway, I had stuff offered up to me to go to Whakatane or Gisborne, and we're both like, oh, that's a long way from everywhere.
Yeah,
and then we're like, well, where are we now? We're a long way from everywhere.
Yeah, we obviously have to maintain custody for both of our kids, and the only way to do that is by flying them to the other parent. And obviously Gisborne and Whakatane are not ideal places to fly in and out of. So it's like, that was stupid. That was going to put us in the same situation. Yeah. So we canned that.
Yeah, and then the sort of, well, where do we want to go? And it was like, your family's in Hawke's Bay, my family's down here in Canterbury, Christchurch. And so we're like, well, that's probably the wisest choice. Yeah. And his father's here in Christchurch.
Yeah, so it was either, move home. Because the other thing was like not having any family support with the kids. So if anything ever happened, we were so reliant on each other to get Annie to and from school and stuff that if Ryan was ever away or if I was away, it made our lives like near impossible, which is just stupid. Yeah. So we're like, we have to, if we could move somewhere where there's support as well, it would make our lives that much easier. And so it kind of ended up being either Christchurch or Hawke's Bay. We didn't end up in either of them, but we're at least close to Christchurch.
Canterbury. Yeah, we're still an hour away, but that's fine. It's like, that's good, eh?
Yeah, because it means pretty much no travel for Annie, because her dad's just in Christchurch, so that's amazing. And we're, there's no travel day to day, which is unreal. Yeah,
and so here we go, Ashburton Eyecare.
And then how did that come about?
Just talking. Apparently it had been advertised around the place. I wasn't really looking at those publications. I think it was in the NZAO, and so being part of the purpose of being with the NZAO is for your indemnity insurance for the most part. And Specsavers being such a large entity, they can insure themselves, and to be fair, Specsavers doesn't quite align with NZAO anywho. So a lot of Specsavers people aren't members of NZAO, so anyway, but so I'd missed that this was coming up, and just having a conversation with people in the industry about what I wanted and what I wanted to do, and did they have the answer. And they sort of said to me, not within our business, but I think this one might be perfect for you. So it's not quite fitting us. We're looking at it. It's not quite fitting us, but I think it would fit you, which was really cool.
Yeah, and then we had that conversation with Evan.
With Evan, yeah.
We just reached out, and it was cool.
Yeah.
And it just kind of went from there.
Hey. It's a slow process, eh?
Yeah. It's pretty arduous, to be honest, eh?
Yeah.
Lawyers work pretty slowly, and accountants, but it's a big job.
Full credit to the accountants, they're pretty fast.
And also, like, they've all been amazing. Like, our accountant and the lawyer were great. Like, they did a really good job. Very thorough.
Absolutely.
It was like that took a lot, like the process took a really long time, but it seems like us moving here was really like that that period of us moving and starting was really, really quick.
Yeah, so our business was signed off at the end of July. So the purchase must have been just before that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had till the 1st of October.
To get here. But
Yeah.
we kind of just left everything till the 1st of October.
How do you mean?
Like, our stuff was picked up on the Monday. It didn't arrive till the Monday before the 1st. So we only had
So yeah, again,
we had like a week to
Yeah.
get here and get sorted in, which was, in hindsight, not a great idea.
we were both really lucky that our employers allowed us to work.
Work right up until,
Didn't send us on garden leave.
yeah,
Um,
not that mine would, but
and we sold our house privately.
yeah, that was amazing.
It was amazing.
I'd never use a real estate agent again.
Well, we kind of couldn't, eh? We got what we needed from the sale of our house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would have lost so much money,
Yeah.
so much more money.
Yeah. So it's weird, eh? Like lots of things aligned for this
Oh, like
acquisition, eh? Like even how we've purchased it is aligned and got really lucky.
everything. Like the whole process has been uncanny. Like just the people we've met along the way that, like Ryan has known in past lives and stuff, has been unreal. And like everything's just kind of fell into place really nicely, eh?
Yeah.
Even from the school that Annie's going to go to, hooking her up with
A student.
a student so she knows somebody, and they had a play date and
Meet the parents.
and went to the park run. And, like, it's been really like amazing.
Yeah.
Really.
Then went out for coffee afterwards, and one of the person there, they'd lived in Invercargill, and another person there that was at coffee had also lived in Invercargill and lived in Cambridge, and so like
Yeah.
it's that New Zealand, especially when it comes to the South Island, 2 degrees of separation,
Yeah.
really so simple.
It's been hilarious, really, eh?
Yeah.
So good though.
Yeah, well, Mark is our accountant. He has an office down here, and he knows my brother. And then when it comes to the, you need money, so you need the bank. And he's like, "Oh, I'm just introducing you to Dale Jardin." And it's like, and what had been even funnier is that weekend I'd been watching the Highlanders play, and I think they won that game. And Tony Lyle, who I played rugby with in Dunedin as well, was commentating on it. And the shot panned to the zoo at Forsyth Bar Stadium, and Tony just calls out, "That's Dale Jardin. What's he doing in the zoo here?" Like what are we? 15 years ago, we were at Otago Uni, and Dale's in there apparently on a stag do. Then come Tuesday morning, I get introduced to the banker, lending manager, and it's Dale Jardin, and Dale's probably, "Oh, no, Ryan from rugby." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know you, yeah, of course." "And was that you in the zoo on Saturday?" And Dale, "Yeah, it actually was. It was me." Yeah. And then what? Insurance was someone who played with it.
Yeah.
Christchurch Football Club, rugby club in Christchurch.
And then the lawyer.
And then the lawyer,
Who Marcus put us onto all of them.
yeah,
Not knowing that.
rode
you
with
knew
my
them
older
all.
brother, and he's on the rowing committee with my dad at the moment. Oh, it's funny as. Yeah,
Such a small world.
he was at Mum and Dad's the other day. Is that riggers on New Zealand?
And then is it the sports teacher at any school?
Yeah,
You'd also.
known from Invercargill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just been so funny.
Yeah,
But kind of just cemented everything kind of a little bit, eh? We were just like, oh,
yeah, and
it's
even
all
like
so meant to be.
bloody Outlander shits itself. You're picking Billy up, and the CVT goes, got no power anymore in the car, and then we managed to, honestly, losing your car is a stressful situation, especially when you're in the process of thinking about buying a business.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so got the trusty Corolla.
Yeah, because we were like, what do we do? Like, do you replace it, or do you, you get a shitter to last you until...
And Corolla's not a shitter; it's just a reliable car.
It was a shitter.
That's because you can't drive a manual.
But everything, and then we managed to be able to sell that too before we left.
Yeah.
And getting the house here as well.
And 2 optometrists.
Yeah. And I think we got that because they were both optometrists.
Yeah. 2 optometrists locums. Yeah.
Yeah. So everything's just been really funny, eh?
Yeah.
How it's all fallen into place. And it's such a beautiful house. We're really lucky.
Yeah.
It's been really good.
Yeah, and so then these guys here behind us, Carrera,
What about them?
they're cool.
they're just cool.
Yeah. Well, like we've, day 1A, we've just turned the place upside down.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, came in on, Tuesday and destroyed the place, pretty much, eh?
Yeah. Wednesday, new frames arrived.
Yeah. New frames arrived. We got...
took all the frames off the shelves.
Yeah. And then Black Eyewear came in Wednesday afternoon and Thursday and made the place look good.
Yeah.
Put some cool frames in here and...
You were selling them whilst you were unboxing them?
Yeah, I was. I was unboxing them and handing them to people, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
especially Missoni.
Yeah, Missoni has been going really, really well. And actually Kate Spade, we've sold a bit of Kate Spade as well. Yeah. Which is real cool. But they are amazing, beautiful brands. And great quality, and they're so cool. Jimmy Choo. And they're just beautiful. I'd like some shoes, please.
Yep. The shoes to go with the Jimmy Choos.
I wish.
Yeah. You've got your eye on the Missonis, right?
Yes, yeah. I'm gonna get a pair of the Missoni optical and the matching sun, I think.
Yeah, I think my mum wants a set as well.
Yeah, she likes
watermelons.
She likes the Missoni as well.
Yeah,
they're very cool.
And I was super stoked to get David Beckham because when we got married.
And we got married this year, and amongst everything.
When we got married, we were down here October last year, right? Not to do this. We hadn't heard about this or anything. October last year.
Did we come especially to go suit shopping?
No, it was just the school holidays. Come see my family. And then you're kind of like getting impatient with me, like, what are you going to wear? And I was like, I'll wear a tuxedo, which ruined your plans because you had already bought a dress. Yeah.
It did ruin my plans.
Did you end up wearing that?
I wore it anyway.
You wore it anyway for the reception. Yeah. Yeah, which, that dress would have been good as.
It probably wouldn't have been.
Yeah, and so then we were in Sergio's and getting this tuxedo, and sure enough, there's David Beckham frames. And I don't know if people have seen my social media, but my nose isn't exactly straight, and because it's been broken so many times, my bridge sits way up high, and so nothing fits on my nose.
And it's really wide.
Yeah.
And these ones actually fit.
Yeah.
And we were like, good, buy them. They look great.
and then looked on the inside, and it was Cephalo, and which we knew that Black Eyewear stock, and I was like, ooh, if we ever get a practice, we'll have to get some of these. And yeah, sure enough, we've got them on the shelf. And
we've got a really good range of David Beckham.
Yeah, so we're going to get life-size cutouts of Golden Balls and Victoria, just
in the corners.
Just in the corner, just standing there, just looking.
Because everyone loves them.
Yeah, the Beckhams.
You would like Victoria to do a women's range. Please? Victoria, do you listen? You're not.
No, she's not.
But it'd be good.
That'd be funny. How good's the algorithm? Victoria Beckham.
Yeah. She'd do an amazing range.
Yeah. How has it been for you diving into the frames world? You haven't quite hit the lenses up yet. Oh, you've done some glazing, eh?
I've done some. Libby ran me through the glazing. I've done a little bit in Topor, but it's a bit different with the machine here. But I'll get more into that next week. But I've done the OCT, the pre-testing. I've done a bit of that, which has been really good. But yeah, next I need to get into the lenses, which I know nothing about and avoid at the moment.
You don't know nothing?
I've pretty much just been filling out forms for the last 2 weeks.
It's been wonderful because forms are the death of me.
Yeah.
So it's packing, it turns out.
Yeah, packing.
For a job that's so concentrated, but honestly, I have a real scatterbrain, eh?
Yep. He'd pack like 2 things in a box and think it was done.
But then I'd get distracted by something else.
But I'll go and pack this one over here.
Yeah.
I think that podcast box set half packed for like 3 weeks.
That was because I was still using the USB mic. I think I put all this setup away.
Yeah.
But I had the USB mic stuff still out because I was still doing the big game records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I sent you away when we were unpacking. I sent him down to the practice because it was quicker for me to just do it by myself.
At home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the house looks great, by the way.
Thanks. It was a big job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know I had a disaster about not even a weekend. So retinal camera, I'm snapping away, and there's like this lens that drops in to line it up. It like was stuck halfway across, and then I just kind of ignore that, line it up, and then I get camera error, and I just say, oh god. But thankfully, we've got a replacement camera coming.
Yeah, there's been a few disasters, but never mind.
Well, what else are you thinking?
Just all the things that need to be done.
Yeah, the list is
it's a really big, long
1,000
list.
long. Yeah,
but that's right. We'll get there slowly.
Just chipping away, eh?
Sometimes it feels like the list is getting bigger before we do anything on it. But
especially at 2 a.m, the list gets quite large.
Yeah.
Where we are in Ashburton, the beautiful town clock is on the chimes, and so it goes through the 1:15, 1:30, 1:45 chimes, and then the full song at the hour plus the chimes for what time it is. And I think the other night I heard 1:45, 1, 1:15, 1, 1:30, 1, 2:45, 2, 2, 2:15, 2, 3, 3, and I think that was the last one. And by that stage I'd relegated myself to the couch because you shouldn't stay in bed longer than half an hour if you're not sleeping. But yeah, even the couch wasn't doing the trick.
No, it's been a bit like that, eh?
Yeah.
It hasn't helped by like sickness in the house as well. So it's been pretty restless this last week.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah, I tried the Shakti mat another night. That didn't really work.
You also tried writing notes one night.
That was a Shakti night.
I came out one morning, and I just saw Orion's notes. I was like, oh, he's been up. It's like the try and get it out of your head theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that did work-ish. Nah, it's buzzy. Yeah, it's fun. So I talked to the accountant today. Do you want a cash footed? Yes, please. Like, if for anything, that might help me sleep at night.
Yeah. Yeah. It has been good, though, because we have referred back to it a few times, eh?
Yeah.
Making sure that everything is lining up as it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to. Yeah. So, no, I think that's been worth doing.
Mm.
It was definitely worth doing when we were, like, moving and trying to add everything up, eh? Figure out how we're going to do it all.
Whew, so many moving parts.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, it's good to finally be here, and it's been good to not fill up the car with petrol.
Holy heck. What did we do? We did 2 weeks without filling up.
Yeah.
The first week we filled up to come down here on the Monday, and we went to my brother's house in Ashburton, Lincoln, on the Friday, and we hadn't even used a quarter of a tank, whereas usually we both would have filled up twice.
Yeah, in a week.
And then we filled up on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see how long this tank lasts us. It's really exciting, actually. And, like, just walking places, like the movie theatre is, 500 metres down the road?
Yeah.
And there's a cafe and a restaurant and
so, like,
hairdressers.
First day there we went to Triangle, which stock all press, and they're awesome. So we got some nibbles and things from for the Tuesday morning for our sort of opening meeting. And then we went to the Ashburton Hotel the other day with one of the reps.
Yeah. That was good.
He was staying there. That was good. And then on Friday night, you and I were alone, so we went to the Rabbit.
It was awesome.
That was awesome, which again is like 300 metres from home.
Yeah, like we could have definitely just
dropped the car off.
Well, we didn't, but we should have.
Had another Negroni. Oh, it was so good too.
Yeah.
Good Negroni in Ashburton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was I had a Mandarin and Uzu cocktail.
Yeah.
It was yum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was nice. It's nice just to have the option. Like in Tokoroa, there's nowhere to go, like unless you want a McDonald's.
Takaroa, you can eat at 32 establishments.
that are all fast food and fried.
Yeah.
Like all of the things that you can't eat, pretty much.
Oh yeah, there's that too. But just the fact that none of it is good for you.
Yeah.
We tried the Italian restaurant, but I think it's
it's actually closed now anyway.
closed down. Yeah.
But yeah, it was just there wasn't the option, which was unfair, probably. Like it was fine. We like cooking and stuff anyway. It didn't matter. We
never tried the Cozy Club.
no. Apparently that was the only place to go. But yeah, it's nice just to be able to be like, oh, let's go out.
Yeah, it's awesome. There's still a couple more places. We'd already been to Somerset, which is not a retirement village. Somerset Kitchen.
Oh yeah, that's a really nice cafe.
Mm.
And then Cleavers as well. The bar, that was really, really, really
yeah, that was
nice.
cool. Your work gave you a voucher there as your leaving gift.
Yeah, and we took Ryan's mum out for tea.
And we got the keys to our flat.
Yeah, that's not a flat.
Our flat. Our rental.
Our house.
Our house, yeah.
It's a house.
2-year lease. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can't move for 2 years was my theory behind that.
And it was funny as well, like we got the Ashburton Courier the other day, and of course, a bit like Topor, if it wasn't for real estate, there wouldn't be a newspaper. There was some good stuff in there actually. We have to get some articles written up and into the Courier.
Yeah, we need to do that this week.
But yeah, it's tempting when you see the Downs Deer Farm for sale. I was like, oh well, throw it in, let's go, let's move up to Mount Summers. Been here 1 week.
Yeah. Says the guy who hates packing. For someone who hates packing and filling out forms, you've sure moved a lot.
Oh, I know. Everyone's a walking contradiction.
Is that maybe why you don't like packing though? Maybe that's the theory behind that.
Here we go again.
Yeah. I feel like Tokoroa wasn't as hard as this, like moving to Tok. But I feel like we probably did that in bits.
Did that in bits. We didn't have a household of stuff.
Yeah. And the couch got delivered.
Yeah, and then
we brought the couch when we were there.
Yeah, brought the couch when we were there. So what did I have before? I had my bed, the table and chairs, kitchen stuff, maybe a heater. Yeah, I did.
Maybe a heater.
So I had a heater.
And all your shed stuff. And then
I didn't really have. I had stuff. Yeah, I did have a little bit of shed stuff.
And we brought the gym stuff when we were there. Eh?
So yeah, then when we moved from my flat in Tokoroa, we'd added the bunks, and I think we'd added your couch.
Yeah, we'd brought my couch up.
Yeah,
and that chair.
Yeah,
and then we got the china cabinet.
Got that up to our house.
And then eventually the fridge and the other bed.
Yeah, fridge and the other bed. So then, yeah, it just, stuff escalates, eh?
The amount of shit we have.
We did sell the freezer, though. We didn't bring the freezer with us. Yeah. Although, not that there's any space for that.
No. Especially now that our fridge is in the shed.
Oh, yeah, there. That's probably the space where you put it. Yeah. Car's not in the garage, despite it being a double garage.
No, it wouldn't fit.
It's one of those I don't know why they build garages like that. Stubby. So
yeah, it is actually, eh?
Yeah. So it's like you could put the car in, but it'd be nose into the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything else would have to be squished against.
A side.
Yeah. So you definitely couldn't put 2 cars in there. If you had nothing else.
Yeah, if you had nothing else. Yeah.
Obviously, maybe we have too much stuff for a shed.
Yeah, not everyone has a home gym, do they?
Maybe we need another room inside and the gym needs to
So that's why we need to move to Downs, so we can have a big farm shed, put the gym in there.
No.
I'm a joke.
Not moving for 2 years.
For 2 years?
Yeah.
Probably longer.
4.
4, 6, 8.
No, not 8, 4.
We're not doing very well if we're not moving for 8.
Yeah. Yeah, we've done very badly. No, what else? Yeah, we need to give the place a good facelift. Mm-hmm. Inside and out, which is on the list, eh? We'll hopefully do room by room inside, and then outside just needs a really good tidy up, pretty much.
We want to make this more a feature, eh? So like people don't need to come into the reception and have an appointment or whatever, that they can come in and look at sunglasses, look at the new frames, new ranges.
Yeah, so we'll open up from the... Yeah, so they can come in from the car park, because at the moment they're having to go through reception to get in here. But we'll open all that up, which will be really nice, make it more inviting.
Yeah. So what have we got as far as Sony's go? Sony, we've got David Beckham.
Kate Spade.
Kate Spade's got some Sonys.
I've got Maud coming in next week. They'll be here.
Guess has some Sonys.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got
Carrera,
Ray-Bans and Oakleys.
Yeah.
Is there some Nike Sonys there?
No, they've all gone back.
They've all gone back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for nothing.
It's fun.
No, but Maud will be really exciting. I'm really excited to get them in.
How'd you find Maud?
I've been following her for years. She just does... She calls it jewellery for your eyes. She started out making jewellery and basically, I think, just started making her glasses beautiful. And now she produces these... She's just started an optical range and her sun range. So the sun range is quite big. And there's only 2 different shapes of the optical, but there's about 3 different colours in each shape. And they're amazing. They're quite a lot. Like, they're bright and they have gems, but they're cool. They're really cool shapes and cool colours, and they're really reasonably priced. So they'll be cool. And we'll be the only stockist in New Zealand, which is pretty awesome.
Which is a bit like we are with the Sony at the moment as well, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, your frames are currently at customs, so pray for us.
Yes. So hopefully, I can't wait to unbox those and get them on the shelf.
Otherwise, if you know a good customs agent, send that through to rn at, what is it? ashi.co.nz, because we might need one.
Yeah, it would be, hopefully they go well, and I'd like to get the whole range in eventually. It would be really cool.
Yeah. Are we going to be turning them over, are we?
I've ordered 2 of each, just to see how they go.
And they're going to sit over there next to Jimmy Choo.
Yeah, because they complement them really well with the
cat's eye and the jewellery, eh?
Yeah, and because the Jimmy Choo don't do a sun.
No.
Either, so they're just optical.
Yeah, and they've got their sort of Swarovski crystals.
And
the crusted temple.
So they should go pretty well together.
Yeah,
which would be cool.
It's funny, being inside the optometry room for 10 years. At Shakey's, they gave me a little bit of an insight into some of the French acetate brands and things, but never really gave too much thought to where the prescription goes into. So it's been really fun. And then now going back to Shakey's, I used to work in Newmarket, so I'd always go and have a quick nosy in Gates and Sunglass Style and Sunglass Hut and things like that. And just sort of, it was more like looking at it, and you definitely feel what a patient feels when they come out of the consulting room and there's just frames everywhere. So what's been really fun in here is to sort of isolate some brands, have some recognition of things, so that it gives people a place to start and to start learning the stories of the brands.
Yeah, and I think that's what Black do really well, is that they almost condense it down, so you don't get so overwhelmed. There's still heaps of different frames and choice, but it's just decluttered it and made it easier to shop. So they've kind of come at it more of a sales point of view, whereas you shop everything at eye level.
Retail experience.
An overall retail experience, and it has made this space much better, because before you used to come out of the optometry room and I think you were just overwhelmed and everything just looked the same, because there was no sun in here, it was only optical, and they just all looked like the same type of frame everywhere, and so there was nothing differentiating the brands or telling the story of the brands either. So all you had was just rows and rows of glasses, and they were like almost like 10 high, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, this is ridiculous because you can't actually see anything. So it's been nice to clear all that out and create an actual shoppable space.
Yeah, it's been fun for me too, because like I said, I hadn't given it too much thought and to really dive into it. And then like we had seen, well, we'd been here twice, and then we'd seen the photos of all the frames and things, and there was no kids' frames on the shelves.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh dear, who are we going to get? What are we going to get? And those nanos are just awesome, indestructible frames. Craig from Black was saying that the plastic they're made of is some sort of patented design. There's a little bit of query about what's going to happen to that because the plastic's been sold to somebody else, and so the agreement's up in the air. But to then find in the drawers this stack of nanos, I was like, hell yeah. And then we found some more from Alien Supplier as well, which is cool.
Yeah, and so I've got them all out as well, because it's like, it might just be because we
have kids, like Annie's
got glasses and has done for a few years now, and so I just think it's important to have the option there when no one sees them if they're in a cupboard.
No.
And it's good advertising too, like if someone comes in and they're like, oh, there's kids glasses there, I can bring my child in.
Yeah. Like, our social media strategy is yelling into the void.
As you can tell.
Yeah. If you've been following it, thank you for following it.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone has recognised that we've got some kids' frames and things are different, and I've got a whole bunch of stuff and different ways of looking at kids' vision and binocular vision. We still probably will need the help of Enstas up the road in Christchurch, but at least I can recognise things and get them on track. My colleague Kim, that's up there at Enstas, her and I designed behavioural vision screening and things at Patterson Boom when we were in Waikato. So yeah, it's going to be cool to connect back with Kim and make sure kids are on the right track and they're able to see the page and follow along when they're writing and things like that, so then they can concentrate on learning. And
because it made such a big difference in Annie's life, in Annie's school life, hugely.
Well, it was just like we were cruising one of those trips up to Hamilton after dropping Billy off, and Annie was still in Hawke's Bay, just talking about how she had to write a letter to her sister's school, and I sort of said to her, oh, what happens? And she's like, I just get really tired and sore, and you guys must have been in Tokoroa for an extra day or something. And I said, I'll come in tomorrow. And I just picked up because I'd sort of seen one of her eyes waver when she was tired, and I was like, I wonder if that's real or not, because it was so brief I could never catch it, and I didn't want to go and do a cover test on her at the kitchen table, and then not be able to follow it up. So yeah, it was cool. Put out my ret and I got like +3 or something, and so then I was like, you're not going to like me very much, Annie, but I need to see what your power is. And we got out to +4, and I was like, that's what's going on. And then I prescribed her 250. I was quite nervous, and she wore them all the time, and
hasn't stopped. It's been amazing. It hasn't been a problem getting her to wear them. Like, it obviously makes a big difference to her because she just wears them all the time too. So we got that first pair of glasses in Tokoroa. She got a couple of pairs last year from Specsavers, and then she's about to get a fourth pair of glasses. Her script hasn't changed, but man, her vision's improved. Her reading and writing's just gone through the roof. Yeah, and it's just, I guess it's one of those things with kids that glasses don't last as long because they throw them around and you can't really expect them not to.
Take them off with one hand.
I'd rather her go outside and play and not worry about them, to be honest. But so it's kind of fun. But and it's just one of those things.
Yeah, she talked about contact lenses.
Did she? In the thing?
No, but she has been. Yeah.
It should be something we look into later, I think, definitely.
Oh, we can do it now. It's just a matter of whether she can
do it.
Yeah. There's definitely no problem with her doing it. Kids are often far better than teenagers.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Because the thing about kids is they're home in the evenings around dinner time.
Yeah.
You know, they can get home from school or
Unless they take them
dance
out.
or swimming or whatever it is and take them out.
Yeah.
Of course, if they're swimming, a better option would be ortho-K because they're not wearing a lens in their eye, but they're able to see. But, you know, again, in Hawke's Bay, we had this absolute champion of a little girl who was 8, and she wore ortho-K every night. You know,
Oh, wow.
see in 2020, it's just so cool and like, you know, real keen little kid,
Yeah.
dancing, swimming, you know, playing around. You
That's
know,
awesome.
you know, it's a bit of a scary thought to put a rigid piece of plastic in your eye, but your eyes are closed, you're asleep, and you know,
Yeah.
again, young kids sleep for 8 to 10 hours, and so they get a really good effect out of ortho-K.
Yeah.
Whereas teenagers are prone to stay up till midnight and get up at 6, and
So they're not in there for a
yeah, sometimes they don't have enough, but it might be a good motivator for the child to go to sleep if they wake up in the morning just
They can see.
0.25 short of where they need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Things to look into.
No, it's exciting. And Sam, it's been cool getting some. It's been interesting. One-eyed keratoconus in Ashburton, so they've got a pretty good one eye, and then their other eye is a bit keratoconic, and so they, instead of having a lens, they just, you know, be one-eyed, and it's been exciting to offer to them. You know, they've tried the small corneal lenses and to sort of mention, or they work in dusty environments, or there's lots of guys or people that work with seed companies here or agricultural companies here, and so there's just dust around, and to say to them, well, the scleral lens actually vaults over your cornea. It's way more often more comfortable than the corneal lens that's sitting on your eye moving around, and so no dirt or dust can get under. Yeah, that's another option for people if they've got dry eyes, or again if they're swimming, because the lens will stay on their eye even when they're swimming. So yeah, that's been quite fun to offer people a new strategy.
Different option.
Yeah. I just need to figure out how the subsidy works for that. Yeah, that's on my list of 1,000 things.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
We'll get to all the things.
IPL for dry eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that, eh?
Squeezed a couple of lids already.
Yeah.
Treated some Demodex already.
Another one next week.
Yeah, another one next week. Yeah.
So,
Taken some anterior photos and trying to figure out the camera a bit more, but yeah, to get better. I need to figure out how to get better photos of cataracts, because being able to show someone what's going on in their lens and why the light isn't getting to their retina is just so valuable.
Is that on your camera? Or
on the slit lamp camera. Yeah. So the slit lamp camera is working. I've just got to play with the settings of the camera. Yeah. I was taking much better photos last week than I was the week before.
That's good.
But yeah, I think both for photos where I put the dye in and use blue light, I need a bit more exposure so I can get the green.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And also I need to turn the flash off because that counteracts the blue light. And then for cataracts, I need to, again, have a good exposure so that enough light's hitting the sensor when it comes back off the red reflex, so I can show the person why the light for them is not so good. Yeah, it's always good to joke. I can't see in and you can't see out. Yeah,
doesn't help anybody.
Miss your family?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel very far away, but we get there.
As far away as Melbourne?
Yep.
Yeah. That's the thing, eh? At least there's only one direct flight.
Yes. No, it's still in New Zealand, just, yeah. I don't know. It'll get easier.
Yeah.
Just feels very far away at the moment.
Yeah, friends, family. Yeah.
Just, yeah.
What was I saying to Graham? You know, it tends to take 2 years to meet people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 years to settle in.
And
then you were saying, I don't know what happens after that because I've never been anywhere longer than 2 years.
Don't know what happens at 5 years. Yeah. If anyone would like to let us know, send it.
Because we're never moving again.
No.
I said that last time though too. I'm pretty sure. Don't know.
Yeah, I think we were optimistic with Tokoro.
I think we were.
Especially when we ended up working in Taupo, that was a real cluster.
Yeah. Never mind. never mind. I don't know why we thought Tokoroa was a good idea.
It was central. We needed to write that cons list, eh?
Oh, gosh.
We had the pros list of one thing.
We had a wonderful house. It was cool. I loved our house.
Yeah, we needed to just like uplift the whole section.
Yeah.
Although that hill, you could keep that hill.
You needed the hill, yeah.
You needed oh yeah, because then you got to see everything.
Yeah, I loved that hill.
And Tokoroa Heights.
We just needed someone else to mow the lawn.
Yeah. We tried, eh? And the old mate was like, nah, I can't get my ride on through there, so out of luck.
Like, damn it. Have to do it ourselves.
Yeah. We needed Kylie's son.
Yeah. He'd probably charge more for that lawn.
Yeah. So we should.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Fair enough too.
Nice. And so, have you had any strategy to keep going, Nicole?
To keep going?
Yeah.
In what sense?
Well, it's not easy, and it gets pretty overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No. Just
I drink lots of tea.
Just drink lots of tea. No, what's old? Is it Dory? Dory? Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
I think we're very lucky.
Yeah.
We have, we have a very good relationship, and the staff, the girls are amazing, and it's very pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's nice to come to work, so that's what keeps you going, I think.
And before that?
Before that?
Yeah.
Before being here?
Before being here, yeah.
With what?
Like, there's so much to do.
Oh! I wrote lots of lists.
Yeah.
I had lots of lists going on. I still have lots of lists. Every now and again a little rage.
Yeah.
That seemed to help get you motivated.
Take action.
A rage? No, I think it was just lots of tea. There was lots of gratitude, eh? We had to remember why we were doing things. And it was to make our lives easier. And it certainly is already easier. And we certainly have lots more time on our hands, which is really nice.
Yeah. And that's the thing, eh?
Yeah.
Just like the change needed to happen. The change is uncomfortable.
Yeah. And knowing that it'll get easier. And it already has.
And and you just got to keep reminding yourself like that this resistance is because even though I want change, myself doesn't want to change because I know this is familiar.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the change is better.
Yes. And I think it's already really, really obvious how much better, our lives will be here.
Yeah.
Just with the non-driving, and I don't know, the community here seems lovely as well.
Yeah.
Every experience we've had has been really, really nice. So, and the park across the road is beautiful. It's a really nice town, and so it's exciting. But yeah, I think it'll be a little bit longer of a little bit more stress. A few more weeks maybe, and before we completely settle in.
Coming down here was pretty smooth as well, eh? Like we got packed up. It took a little bit longer than we had hoped, but got our stuff picked up.
Yeah.
We went down to
Hawke's
Bay. Had a stunning lunch at Craigie Range.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, that was part of our wedding present from your friends.
Yeah, it was so amazing.
It's like, if you ever wanted one of those like lifetime experiences.
It really was, though. It was an experience,
and
it was amazing. Do that again.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we went to Wellington. Just
We got there quite late, didn't we?
Yeah.
We didn't plan on being there that late, but
stopped in Palmerston North to see I didn't actually see Jacob's wife. Jacob I went through optometry with, and saw his wife Harriet, who owns fielding practice.
Yeah.
Jacob
so that was
Naylor
nice.
and Palmer.
And then we got in about 6:30.
Yeah. Had a Kapiti ice cream in Kapiti. You thought Kapiti was a specific place, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a town.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was an area.
Yeah, so what did we do?
Call it an area?
Otaki. I think that's what we
I can't even remember.
Yeah.
Don't know.
It was Otaki because that's where your ancestors started out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Went on the transmission gully. That was cool. Feat of engineering. I think all those people that complained about transmission gully will probably eat their words when they get through that road.
Yeah, it was good.
That's
very
beautiful.
efficient. Eh?
Yeah. Straight on the ferry, there was a wee breeze, but the actual no swell.
It was actually the most ideal crossing probably ever. Not that I've ever done it, but it was so flat.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
Yeah. I went out on the deck when we got into the mouth of the Sounds. That's always cool to be up there and see Marlborough in the distance. Grab some lunch in Blenheim. Cruised on down the Kaikoura coast.
We didn't really get to stop or anything on the way down because we needed to be at the Christchurch hospital.
Yeah. I had to do
by the afternoon.
Accreditation for diabetic photo screening, which was fine.
Which we're still waiting for, eh?
Yeah. It's been 2 weeks.
We need to follow up with it
as
well. Put it on the list.
Probably now check that one out.
Yep.
And stay with mum and dad for a few days and climb the bridle path pipeline, Nicole.
Yep. Second time lucky. Yeah. So that was nice. Oh.
Yeah.
And then Monday morning, all of our stuff arrived in Ashburton. So, yeah, and that was unpacked. We just pretty much unpacked that whole day. And then what did we do? I feel like we did something in the afternoon.
Walked through here afternoon.
Oh yeah, we did the walkthrough in the afternoon, and then we went in. What did we do? Unpacked.
I think it was just balls to the wall unpacking.
Yeah.
Left the garage alone.
Yeah,
Left Billy's room alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We unpacked what we needed to use straight away, pretty much, which is the kitchen lounge, our bedroom, Annie's bedroom. Yeah.
Sweet. Speaking of, should we pack this up and pick her up?
Yeah, go and pick Annie up. Go to the pub, have some lunch.
Yeah. We'll be back here tomorrow for another day.
Yeah, ticking off the list.
Yeah. Sweet.